Why do you think they have no respect for you? Why do you think they leave you? Because you don't have if you don't think you can fuck all night, I guarantee you can't fuck all night. It's not going to happen. Because, okay, we've got now, every one of you represents a deal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's say it all makes sense. And let's just say that they got synergies and whatever the fuck that means. Okay. And then he falls out. But you showed the bank all 10 balance sheets. You showed the bank, right? And he falls out. And so then when the bank's going to say, well, how are you going to replace his equity in the deal? Even though all 10 deals stand on their own feet, right? But once you show a 15-inch dick, they're not satisfied with a 3-inch dick anymore. Because size matters. Contrary to what you've been told, you're 2-centimeter fucking putzes. And what if 3 deals fall out and you only got 7 left? Well, where are you going to replace this fucking... You do not cross-collateralize transactions under any fucking set of circumstances. Never. It's death. Because you have no guarantee that all of them are going to be in it at the goal line. And your CFO and your board of directors, which you should honor, are going to tell you, because they want to hit the mother load, they want to hit it for 6 right away. They're going to say, let's do 12 or 14 of these cocksuckers. I mean, I didn't know you could do this with no fucking money before. As soon as they find out that you don't have to have money, it's like millennials, you don't have to wear a condom anymore. You can fuck everybody, just put that dick in something. I'm telling you, no. And that's where most of the kids that fall apart trying to do big deals all at once. And then when the 3 deals fall out, and your board will take it personally. Even though it's your fault, you should have never let them talk you into it. And then the board members start falling by the wayside. And the worst that can fall by the wayside is your chairman. And when your anchor chairman leaves, because you bring no value to the fucking deal. The thing is, you got to understand, you're going to get most of the money, but you bring 0 value. 0. And in fact, in most of your cases, you bring negative value. And when the chairman leaves, because most of you, even after me screaming and yelling, don't have leadership skills, there's 2 or 3 of you that you got some leadership skills. And when your chairman leaves and half your board leaves, you're holding your 2-centimeter-inch dick. What do I do? And then the biggest mistake you make is one of the things the QLA program is based on. You don't share doubts. When the world's coming apart, when you find out there's no Allah, there's no Buddha, there's no God, there's only the devil, then you go home and you tell your old lady. They used to call girlfriends, wives, old ladies. They don't do that anymore. You go home and tell your old lady, you know how you see in the movies, how was your day today, honey? Oh, my day. Oh, Jesus, the boss yelled at me and I didn't get the commission. Why do you think they have no respect for you? Why do you think they leave you? Because you don't have if you don't think you can fuck all night, I guarantee you can't fuck all night. Well, you haven't fucked all night since the 3rd week that you knew the slut. And you moan and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know how when you flush a toilet and there's a big turd and it kind of wobbles around before it goes down? That's you. And then, QLA doesn't work, Dan Pena, the fucking fraud in the castle. You can read it on Reddit. Every one of those cocksuckers is somebody I threw out of the program that failed. So you don't want to link deals together. And that's one of the things he's done. So now he's gone from 10 deals to 3 deals. 10 deals to 3 deals. And I would rather have it just 1 deal.
1 big one.
Or 1 medium size. Well, just fuck somebody. Put your dick in something. Come. Have an orgasm in somebody. Even if it's a rubber doll, I don't give a shit. I didn't even know people fucked rubber dolls until about a year ago. I had no idea that they got motors in them. Oh, fuck. It's too much information. I had no idea. Okay, next takeaway, default's a bitch, which everybody that you're going to listen to, not because I handpicked them, everybody that has done one of the webinars says the same thing, default's a bitch, because it is a bitch. And it's easy to fall back. Whether you're 17 years old or you're 57 years old, default's a bitch. Because you fall back to your norm previously. Your norm previously is before you came onto the estate yesterday. That was your norm. Your norm's never going to be the same. You may choose not to use all the tools and the processes and all the things I talked about, but you can't ever say, I don't know how to do it. You may choose not to do it because it's emotionally so distressful. That I can understand it. But then guess what? All the free time you've got now, I don't have to beat myself up about getting wealthy or making money or being an affiliate on some fucking moron's affiliate program. I can just go on with my life. Instead of reading all those fucking bullshit books and all that shit, just think. Just think. This is one of my favorite questions of the university students. Just think, kids, as I'm looking up at them, if you weren't afraid of anything, nothing. Getting a bad grade, your parents not liking who you go out with, you want to drop out of school, but you're afraid to because your dad will beat you. Just think if you weren't afraid of anything on the planet. Nothing. Where would you be? And I ask you the same thing. Steve Jobs was afraid of nothing. Warren Buffett is afraid of nothing. Bill Gates is afraid of nothing. Henry Ford was afraid of nothing. I'm afraid of nothing. And yet those names, and I could name thousands of them like them, continue to succeed, continue to change the world. And the rest of the world, the 99.9% of the world, is afraid to take a shit. Other takeaways, the eyeball to eyeball, everybody on the dream team. What did Frank say? Eyeball to eyeball. Dream team and eyeball to eyeball sellers. The challenge with the millennials is because they've grown up on the net, they don't know how to speak. They don't know how to talk. That's why you can't get laid, guys. When I first heard about a dating, the services they got on the net, which is about 15 years ago, I couldn't believe it. I thought I was hearing shit. Called up one of my sons. What is this shit? You can get a date? Oh yeah, Dad, they got dating services. And you want to get your willy wet? That's why. Yeah, of course, Dad. And you can go online. And Sally showed me one. What the fuck? What have we come to? You got to go online to get your willy wet. Jesus Christ! Allah wouldn't like that. Buddha wouldn't like it. Nobody'd like it.
The IT guys do.
Huh?
The IT guys do.
I know. Yeah, and it's unbelievable. That's why I say it's irreversible. We're going down the shitter. But as long as we make hay while the sun shines, we don't care about the world going down the shitter. We're going to go down the shitter rich. And I've been rich and I've been poor, and there's no comparison. Any comments or questions about the guy you just saw on the webinar? It's pretty straightforward. It's very straightforward. And the guys that were asking those questions of him, ironically, lived in Singapore, just like him. They probably walked down the street by him and didn't even know who he was. They didn't belong to the club that he belonged. And the club that I belong to and have belonged to is the Jonathan Club. And I've been a member since 1981. And if you've gone to a school that's got, like Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, MIT, they have clubs, okay? And you can join those clubs and the alumni associations for those that did go to school, and they have alumni associations for schools in the Netherlands, for schools in Germany, are great. But LinkedIn, as he said, is the magic tool. It is the secret sauce. It is the source of 95% of all the dream teams I've built since LinkedIn's been around. 10, 12, 14 years, something like that. Before that, as Bruce Whipple would say, it was shoe leather. It was shoe leather. And as he would say, he didn't go to a prestigious school, and I sure shit didn't go to a prestigious school. So we weren't going to our alumni for board members. But remember, every single person on LinkedIn, even if they say they're interested in nonprofit, that's a euphemism. I'd like to make some money, but I don't want to say I'd like to make some money, so I say nonprofit. You got something in common with every single person that's on LinkedIn. They are there because they want to do business. And when you see the scripts to use and what words to use, they will, the guy from Hungary, the hospital magnate, he got his chairman in 180 seconds. He responded to him on LinkedIn. 180 seconds, 3 minutes. But it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. And the other thing about Deb is that when you've come from a big organization that has a big balance sheet, meaning they've got billions in the bank or billions of assets, it's a lot easier to do business than when you just come with just you and your three-piece suit or whatever. And some of the kids that are used to what I call the Goldman Sachs Superman shield have trouble making the transition because they're not wearing that Goldman Sachs Superman shield anymore. But you don't have to, we have ex-Goldman Sachs guys that have gone through the program and have been successful. But you don't have to have that. What you do is you take the same look down your nose attitude that you had when you were at Deutsche Bank it's you now. And we clearly have overwhelming success with the kids. 25 years ago, it was tough for the kids meaning you, to buy off because I was ostensibly the only success. And you automatically wrote off, well, I'm not Dan Pena, I don't have the communication skills of Dan, blah, 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 and so you didn't do it. But now we have retards that have made 40, 80, 500 million. The reason I have the picture of Forrest up here, I've had him from 80 IQ to 180 IQ. And the 80 IQ made more money than the 180 IQ. That's how smart you have to be. Literally. No exaggeration. Remember I told you I exaggerate? I'm not exaggerating about this. Sally would tell you we've had some 50 IQs. I should be proud of that. But I don't like to say that. She's probably right. And you heard him say, IQ's got nothing to do with it. And us with high IQs always say IQ's got nothing to do with it. He happens to have a high IQ. But I've never seen a guy with an 80 IQ says IQ's got nothing to do with it, right? And I've never seen a girl that's got big tits, whether I had big tits or little tits, I'm the same woman. I never heard that either. It's always the girl with the little tits that says that. But he's doing the calls, and he's now not fallen down, but he's pulled back. This joint collateralization about deals, 10 deals, and 3 deals fall out, it's critical. It's critical, because once you get into that mix master, when you've got a bunch of deals, and the way it happens is 7 deals are going to come all at once. And you're going to be so happy you don't know whether to shit or go blind. And you're going to put in your report to me, and I'm just going to, I go berserk. But were you fucking deaf? But all 7 are going to come within 5 days. It's like the old bull and the young bull up on the hill, and there's 50 cows down on the bottom. The young bull says, let's go down and fuck us one. And the old bull says, let's walk down and fuck them all. One at a time. I don't even think you fuck them all. You get it? God help us. This is why, we're beyond this. You don't understand. I keep this here for a reason. See, you connote kissing frogs with kissing ass. I can see it in your fucking poor eyes. You don't want to be an ass kiss. Nobody wants to be a brown nose. Everybody understand brown nose? The kiss is the boss's ass to get promoted. Everybody understand that? See, you connote kissing frogs with kissing ass, especially in certain parts of the world. Asia, the Middle East, kissing frogs is kissing ass. And you're going to stay poor. I've been on my knees begging for money. Literally. On my fucking knees. Call me anything. Just give me the fucking money. The rest is bullshit. And that's why in pre-AIDS, I got more ass than a toilet seat at a bus station. Rock stars had nothing on me. I stopped counting at 5,000. 5,000. You couldn't insult me. And I didn't know what no meant. So I've just switched that getting laid to making money. I didn't know it was hard to get your willy wet. I swear to Christ. I swear to Allah. I thought our relationship started and ended right here. The girls I dated. It started and ended right here. Any questions about Deb?